Well, hello again, everyone. Sharon here, Simple Sacred Everyday. And I'd really love to share with you a meditation around a theme that has been part of my studio yoga classes over the last couple of weeks. And it's all around falling into our own natural rhythm. And I think it's been spurred by this transition that we're making now into winter and the depths of winter. And this time to turn our attention inwards and take time for reflection and contemplation. This natural rhythm is beautifully illustrated by the movement of the breath in the body. How we take that breath into the body, we integrate that breath sustains the body, and then there's a release of that breath out of the body, that sense of surrendering, of letting go. And this rhythm that governs our breath, that keeps us in this natural flow of the breath, is a rhythm that governs all of creation. The movement of the sun in the sky, the cycles of the moon, the movement of the ocean waves, and the transition of the seasons from one to another. And if we are to feel supported, to feel harmony and to feel balanced, then we need to keep surrendering to this natural flow that's within us and around us. And I'd love to share with you a meditation around this theme so that perhaps you might experience just a little more flow, a little more harmony in your everyday. So let's get ourselves comfortable in a seat, and it can be on the floor, on a cushion, or you might like to be seated in a chair or even in your bed. Rest your hands in your lap comfortably. You're welcome to close your eyes or soften the gaze and direct it towards the floor. Let's gather our attention and move that attention down and into our body. We'll take a breath in through the nose and imagining that breath filling the chest, the lungs. A little pause at the top and then slowly breathing out either through your nose or through your mouth, and really sensing a softening and a surrender as you breathe out. Again, breathing in through the nose, filling the chest and the lungs. Taking a really little pause at the top, and then a slow, long exhalation. And taking one more breath just like that. Allowing the body to relax back as you breathe out, and feeling the support of the earth, the cushion, your chair, your bed underneath you. Allow gravity to have you and allow yourself to relax into that support. And following the natural movement of the breath, following it as it moves into the body, and following that breath as it moves out of the body. Noticing the sensations associated with the breath. paying attention to any little pauses that you may become aware of. Perhaps at the top of the inhalation or at the end of the exhalation. This rhythm of the breath, our first-hand experience of this natural rhythm of life. The taking in, the drawing in, the receiving, the pausing, the sustaining, the integrating, the softening, the releasing, the surrendering. Resting with this natural rhythm of the breath that opens us to life on a grander scale. Acknowledging this natural force that holds and supports us. And all we need to do is relax into that support. This natural rhythm or flow of life is known in the ancient Sanskrit language of yoga as ritam, the natural flow of life. So we'll bring a little more depth into the practice now and introduce a mantra. Om Ritam Namaha. Om Ritam Namaha. Om is the sound of the universe, that primordial sound. Ritam, the natural flow and rhythm of life. And Namaha, acknowledging this rhythm, this greatness, this force within us. Om Ritam Namaha. You might like to say it out loud to yourself a couple of times, then whispering it to yourself a couple of times. And then saying the mantra to yourself in your own mind's eye. Om Ritam Namaha. Allowing the breath to continue at its own natural pace. And gently resting your attention on the mantra. Om Ritam Namaha. Let's sit together now for a few moments in silence. I'll let you know when it's time to come back. Om Ritam Namaha. Ritam Namaha. Om Ritam Namaha. Bringing your attention back, sensing this body resting here, letting go of the mantra and noticing the rhythm of your own breath. Whenever you feel out of sync, off center, overwhelmed, then you can use this mantra to remind yourself again of this natural rhythm of life that always holds and supports you. It welcomes you home and allows you to move with the natural flow of life. Thanks so much for practicing with me again today. I'll see you soon.